Hello, my name is Dr. Harry Henshaw, and I would like to welcome you to our video blog today about the principles of transformation. Today, specifically, we are going to talk about the 10th principle of transformation that deals with the subject of spirituality. But before we get into the 10th principle, I'm going to briefly review the first 9. The principle number 1, I am responsible for everything that I think, say, feel, do, and experience. The second principle, I choose everything that I think, say, feel, do, and experience. The third principle, I have the power to change and transform my life. As I have said before, you are not powerless. You have the power to change your life. Number 4, our thoughts and our beliefs are not only creative, but they are extremely powerful for helping us to change our life. Number 5, principle number 5, our point of power is in the present moment. That's where we do the change. Principle 6, our thoughts and beliefs create what we ultimately experience in our body. 7, we are always doing the very best that we can with the knowledge, understanding, and awareness that we have at the moment. Principle number 8, forgiveness is letting go of the past so that we can be in the present and access our power to change our life. Principle number 9, I am fully committed to my transformation. And principle number 10, I am spirit, source, higher power, God. Let me repeat that one more time. The 10th principle of transformation is, I am spirit, source, higher power, God. The 10th principle is really a conversation about our identity, about who we are. Most of the time, we move through life trying to figure out who we are, trying to reinvent ourselves, trying to become somebody, to create our identity. It's like going to school, getting a degree, and becoming, deciding to do a particular profession. And once we start to work in that profession, we figure, well, that's who I am. And as you learn when you do the work of transformation, when we do that, that's not really who we are. That's a role we play. We play many roles as we're growing up. We play roles as brother, son, daughter, husband, wife, and then whatever our job is. These are roles. They're not really who we are. And because we have a tendency to look externally for who we are. And the truth is that we will never find out who we are by looking in the external world. We have to look internally. And that's what her work is all about. Ultimately, Louise Hay, one of the first goals, the first goal of it is to learn how to love yourself, self-love. But it also, and then some people, like I learned before, the second goal is to get in touch with spirit, source, higher power, God, to reconnect. The truth is that they are one and the same goal. And I'll speak about that in just a little bit. When we start to learn how to love ourselves authentically, what we're doing is we're experiencing this intense, authentic sense of love. That experience of that love is God. God is love. So when we learn to love ourselves authentically, we are now in the process of experiencing the love of God. This is where we start to connect with Source, Spirit, higher power, God. I know, as I'm saying these words, that a lot of people will have some interesting thoughts about this. There was a time in my life when the concept of spirituality was very foreign to me, extremely foreign. And I started to learn more about it as I started to do this work in transformation and the work of Louise Hay and some other people. But the deal is that when I learn how to love myself, in the process of doing that, I am getting reconnected to God. And in that, also in that process, I'm finding out who I am. Who I am is spirit, source, higher power, God. Dr. Wayne Dyer did a video, You Are God, on YouTube. And I would encourage people to watch it. It's a very powerful video. And in there, he says that this is not blasphemy. He said, this is our identity. Our identity is source, spirit, higher power, God. And that's the journey that we seek when we go inside of us. That's what we're looking to achieve, to be, to experience. It's very, very interesting when you start using language like that. The language itself becomes fairly inadequate the closer you get to talking about really who we are. So the 10th principle is I am. I am spirit, source, higher power, God. That is my identity. And how I access that is learning how to love myself, to access the love of God. I hope this has been informative. And if you ever have questions, you could come to our morning group. We have a support group at 7 o'clock every morning, and you can get to it by going to the website. On the homepage of the website, you can check in and join our meeting. It's open, it's free, there's no charge for it. And to have these discussions, what we discuss is transformation and how it applies in our life. And it's a good group. So I'd like to thank everybody for attending today. And I will be on again tomorrow with another topic in my series of video blogs. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon.